Regulatory compliance is a term the finance industry knows only too well, as it remains one of the most regulated business sectors. One topic that spans many of the regulations is cybersecurity. In fact, there are so many regulations covering cybersecurity, it's hard to keep track of the requirements placed on already overwhelmed cybersecurity teams. Following a cybersecurity framework creates an environment and builds a solid foundation for compliance with most of these regulations. For example, privacy regulations, such as the California Privacy Rights Act, talk about the need for reasonable security, a really broad term that fails purposely to give any specifics due to the ever-changing advancements in technology. By default, this promotes the concept of following a cybersecurity framework such as NIST, which is considered good practice for reasonable security. Customer data is only one element. There's the challenge of keeping financial transactions free from fraud. This is required under the Sarbanes-Oxley framework, or more commonly known as SOX. Cybersecurity wording was specifically added to the SOX regulation a few years ago. The list of regulations goes on. The Payment Card Industry Data Security Standards, or PCI DSS for short, the Bank Secrecy Act, the Gramm-Leach-Bliley Act, and several more, all of them referencing cybersecurity requirements in some form or another. Frameworks such as NIST set out core functions: identify, protect, detect, respond, and recover. Each function is then broken down into categories and are designed to guide a business by creating discussion on how to adopt all of the aspects of the framework in respect to how their business operates. It's no coincidence that the cybersecurity industry adopts a similar function in categories. For example, Endpoint Detection and Response, also known as EDR, captures two of the functions listed in the NIST framework. EDR is focused on the activity on the device and the detection of a threat on the device, and then how to respond to the threat that was on the device. Then there are endpoint protection platforms, or EPP, a preventative solution that not only covers the protect function in the framework, but also the identify, detect, and respond functions. And if the task is done correctly, then recovery is surplus to requirements as the threat was removed before its introduction. Today's EPP solutions typically embrace the use of machine learning, or what many call AI, which greatly assists in the detection of blocking, for example, zero-day exploits. If you're interested in understanding how ESET can assist in helping your business comply with a cybersecurity framework such as NIST, which in turn creates compliance with many of the financial regulations, then please reach out to one of my ESET colleagues or visit eset.com.